look video for the quasidb service on the 29th of July 2020. We've got FOMC day and we've got US GDP tomorrow. And don't forget, it's not just about the FOMC, but the press conference afterwards. So what Powell says and how the markets react and to what he says. They're talking about a yield curve tool implementation, so that could be risk off, and that would suit the narrative to what we're seeing on the sentiment as well. So if we're seeing a risk off, we could potentially see some safe haven flows for the dollar, where the dollar gets stronger. And so if we do get risk off, this could potentially fall. So what you'd want to do is keep an eye on this month-long median line that started on the 29th of June, and we actually come to 129.97. That's the level of interest today, and that coincides with a round number, and you probably suspect there's some stops up there too, which you could find out if you join the quasidb service, and we could tell you where the stops were, and that might come in handy for you if you're trading this pair. Channel here, see how it's got that low, the 29th of June to the 14th of July low. So by getting that line, then it's forecasted a resistance there. So what you want to do is keep an eye on 129.63. Falls below, then we'll test some of these fibs, these dotted lines. The pitchfork's quite narrow. Usually when pitchforks are narrow, they're quite unsustainable. Usually what you want to see is a larger retracement, so the pitchfork is wider, so that's stronger. And at the moment, we only had a short retracement on the pitchfork. So we've got a narrow channel, and if we've got a narrow channel, then that's more likely going to break. So it could be potentially a big mover, this one. But the only thing is that what's holding this up in a bullish sort of sense is the euro pound, and we've got the bearish Gartley on the H4, which is playing out quite nicely. I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, but I was saying how we were going to have a pitchfork break, and we are, because we got the 38.2 break. So there's the 76.4, 61.8, 38.2, 23.6. So 38.2 equals that. And then we've got the pitchfork lower, which is there. We've got a nice candle below, a new H4 candle below the pitchfork. So that's going to be quite bearish. And there's your support at 90061, your resistance at 9069. So because this is going to fall, I think it's going to help the pound USD quite a lot. I'll just do Euro USD. Likewise, we've got a long median line. It's quite old. This one's older than cables. It's 10 days older. And if we track up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, you see we've got a bearish ABCD, and that support is at your median line, which is a month-old median line. So you'd want to pay attention to, if you're trading this one, 116.94, yeah, 116.92. Breaks that, invalidates this, and we break the median line. So yeah, keep an eye on that. We've got 50 pips to go before it does. And also, once again, to reiterate, do check the sentiment, because you don't really want to be in the crowded trade like this. It's very skewed to upside now because everyone's so heavily net short. But technically, that's going to be a good sell because we've crossed that median line, which is quite old now, and we're going to break the bullish sequence, ABCD sequence. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Aussie dollar, likewise, like I was saying about the pound USD, we have a risk-off scenario, which is probably going to be due Friday, because we're looking at the difference over time, over 24 hours. And if it continues to accelerate like this, then we'll have risk off on Friday. So that's how we sort of forecast it. We look at data from yesterday, and then we forecast tomorrow. resistance at 71.82. We are currently at 71.81, so this obviously is going to be a natural resistance. It's the high on the 22nd of July. Perhaps like pound USD, the pitchfork could be a bit wider. It might break because it's quite narrow. That line is there because of the ABCD support there. It might break pitchfork. 71.89. Likewise, just keep an eye on that level. You should be able to see this in your chart. Just go to the hourly, and that's your 22nd of July high. That's going to come into play soon, and that's going to be a good resistance or support if we break above. Now, this is similar to everything else. We're looking at a really old median line there, so March. So it's 4-month old. So the pound USD and the euro USD were a month old. This is 3 months old. So likewise, quite a thin pitchfork, but it hasn't stopped it from rallying. So if we were to go up, 1962 is that line, is that median line. And we cross below, then it could be quite bearish because we've got a bearish ABCD. Now, what's quite scary is that if you are short this, that's your resistance at 2013. Now, if that breaks, then it validates this, and we'll go into a bullish sequence. So, yeah, that's where you'd just be careful. If it does break that, then it will likely rocket. Yeah, so 2037 is your 100% fib extension. So yeah, it could get to 2037. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, this one. Everyone's short, so hence why it's going up. And I'll just do dollar yen. Keep it nice and short, these videos. So it's bearish, ABCD. We've got the 38.2 support, 104.89. We are 104.92. See 23.6, 38.2, 61.8, 76.4. So there's your 76.4, there's your 61.8. There's your median line, which is 50%, 103.57. There's your 38.2, which is 104.89. Yeah, just quickly do about the indices, and just let me know if you want any pairs and stuff covered. It's not a problem. It does it all automatically, the Zoop indicator. So what's interesting about the Dow Jones is that we have a bearish dragon, which is the diagonal break, and the body X, A, B, C, D, body B 26441. Now if we were to get this horizontal line, we can see we're below the body, and we've got the diagonal break, and we've got a risk off sentiment on the horizon. So yeah, if you were to go on the dashboard on the spreadsheet and scroll down, you can see things evolve, and you can see what's going to potentially happen on Friday. So to keep an eye on that on the B, this is 26441, and we can place a big arrow there or an arrow here above or below. So that's a key level. DAX, similar. You'd want to keep an eye on B, A, B, C, D. B is 12845. If we were to go and click that, we are currently right on. No, we're not. We're below 12814. So bearish below, bullish above. Keep it nice and simple. We've got a shift channel break and a bearish ABCD. So just a 9-minute video today. I can cover any pair. Just let me know. Yeah, any exotic pair or minor, FX, major, commodity. Anything I can't do is crypto on this broker, but everything else I can do. So just let me know if you want anything covered, and it's not a problem at all. And any feedback is welcome. And have a good day.